hyperLativ, the Norwegian gamer. Hi guys, hyperLativ here, the Norwegian gamer, and this is some Battlefield 3 beta gameplay. So, as you can see, I've started by pushing up on the left side flank here, and right now I'm turning some people up, really. And as you can see here, I'm crawling around with my flashlight on like a moron. I'm an easy target to spot out in the daylight when I use the flashlight. I mean, yeah, it's kind of bright even though it's outside, but uh, it really just gives away your position so easily. And as you just saw, the game decided to make me squad leader. Has anyone really figured out how to become a squad leader? Because me and my friends just seem to be assigned squad leader more or less at random. I mean, suddenly just you're a squad leader and that's it. All of a sudden, I don't know. We kind of figure that it's well, some kind of thing that happens if you push really hard and are the one in your squad really pushing up, and that makes you a squad leader, I guess. I don't know. If you guys do know, give me a comment below and tell me, because I'm really wondering, you know. So right here, I get taken out by a sniper using the SVD, and by the way, it's probably something that was it was a proper hit, you know, that time. But in the beta, there was a bug that made it so that you would take more damage if you were running than you were supposed to. So if you were running and someone shot at you, you would take more damage than you should. And that made the SVD and the Mark 11, which is the semi-automatics for the semi-automatics of the recon kits weapons, or the semi-automatic snipers, it made those one-shot kills sometimes when you were running, and I'm glad that they've got that fixed for the final game, because that was really annoying, especially when you knew about it. And as you can see now that I'm moving into these tunnels, look at these oblivious guys. Always check that place, because there's always someone hiding there. As you can see now that we've moved in, you can see the flashlight is really helping me out. I used it for a really long while, actually, the flashlight, because I found that it really helps me out taking out guys, and it's no wonder, considering that it blinds people as much as it does. I mean, it's somewhat ridiculous. I mean, I think it's alright the way it is when you're inside, and how bright it is and how it blinds you. The only problem that I have is that the range of the flashlight. I think it's a bit long, that it kind of blinds you too much, too long of a range. That kind of makes it a bit overpowered, I guess. And they should really tune it down when outdoors. I mean, it's way too strong when you're outdoors. But other than that, I think it's actually quite right the way it is. But later on in the beta, I found that I started using the red dot sight, no, not the red dot, the laser sight a lot more, because it gives me better hip accuracy, and being one that hip fires a lot, and I prefer to use the PDWs or the SMGs, and hip firing then is almost preferred over aiming down sights. I mean, they're PDWs and the SMGs, or carbines as they're called, really benefit from hip firing, and they don't necessarily do any better when aiming down sights. By the way, if you're just hip firing, it really gives you an advantage over people that are aiming down their sights, because you move faster than them, so you are able to circle them a lot quicker than they might be able to aim, and that makes you a harder target to hit, while they are more stationary, and makes them an easier target for you. And by the way, just look at me tearing people up right here. And I just have to say, this is a really important point to kind of hold down if you're gonna attack, especially if you're attacking B. This upper part here on these escalators is really important to keep enemies away from this spot, because they will be spawning just down those stairs where they're coming up right now, and keeping them away and keeping them at bay here and keeping them distracted from getting down to B is really effective. And sometimes it even helps taking out A by holding this upstairs area, because people tend to kind of want to take you out if you've got a streak going, and that attracts them from protecting A and kind of attacking you instead. So that's really effective. So after this death, which I thought was really prolonged by bad play on their part, I guess, I just ended up running a lot around and dying, really. I just ran up to... I killed like one guy and then died for like 3 or 4 times in a row. And at the very end we ended up dying. And even though we ended up dying, we ended up losing, of course. Jesus. I mean, it's 4 in the morning. I'm a bit tired and I'm going to bed right now, but I just wanted to make this video beforehand. Well, as I said, we lost anyways, but I did really well regardless. So, well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This was a bit different. I'm going to try this for a while now, I guess. I hope to see you next time. Snakkes.